afternoon, and welcome back, everybody. Hope you are all doing well again today. It's been a long time. I've done my best to do some preemptive watching, reading, but as spoiler-free as I can roughly get to an extent for some Terra Invicta. Played this in the past. I've enjoyed it. It's had lots of updates, and I'm sure I'm still terrible at it. But we're going to try to get better. One alien overtaking at a time? Of course, technically, I guess it could be the others. Now, those who don't know what Terra Invicta is, very interesting. I'm going to call it a grand strategy, because we've got our beautiful Earth here, and I forget we'll see it when we first jump in. It's like 2020 or 20 something. We'll see. We're going to do a new game, because that was just me fooling around. Modern scenario, full solar system. And we want all the factions in. There are 8. Now we'll pick now this is who we're going to be. We're not a normal grand strategy. You'd pick England, Russia, China, India, Sweden, Brazil, Mexico. You would pick a nation, any nation you want, you would go from there. And this one, we're closer. We're a secret society that's not so secret in a way, or an Illuminati, if you want. We're going to protect what we want. Each one has their own goals when it comes to aliens and stuff like that. We're going to go with the default resistance. The resistance is we want to protect humanity by resisting the aliens. I thought about humanity first. We want to, it's all about humans. If you're an alien, and you mess with us, you're dead. Oh, you're a human? You side with them? Oh, you dead too. And, initiative, exploit the aliens' arrival to gain power. Everyone has their own goals and whatnot. We're going to start with the resistance. Normal. Not going to worry about the tutorial. Now, accelerated campaign, as you can see here, it's accelerated, but not how you would think. It's more streamlined, so it'll go faster, so in case we mess up. When I say I mean my learning curve here. Things are going to go a bit faster, but it's one of those, it increases the research and stuff like that and things like that, so it accelerates, but not horrible. So when we come in, all the factions start on the same footing. We got nothing. We're known, but we've dipped our toes in the water all over the world, but no one's doing anything yet. And of course, we know, due to reading the game description, so it's not really a spoiler, so I won't ruin it. These aliens, well, they're not so peaceful. So depending on which group you take, as you learn more about the aliens, public opinion about you is going to change. So you got to keep that in mind too. So when we first start, our society, we don't really have any money. We don't have any persuade. We got to start, influence, pinching pennies until we can get income, because, got to get investments and stuff. We got to get these countries friendly to us so they can start helping us pay the bills.
We remember the day the stars answered, the day we learned we were not alone. As a familiar sun rose on an unfamiliar universe, some of us saw wondrous possibility and others existential danger. The astronomers had insisted that the bright streak in the sky was no natural phenomenon. Most of us didn't really believe them until it burned through our atmosphere and crashed in a remote region, leaving only wreckage and uncertainty. In our ignorance, we've fractured, taken refuge in our most primal emotions. Each of us saw what we wanted to see.
Oh.
Everyone loves heroes, depends on them, to save us from evil, lead us through darkness. Problem is, real heroes are always ignored. What no one understands is that being shot at is easy. The hard part is convincing someone they're drowning before it's too damn late.
All right. Oh, it's going to crash in Canada, so it's not fixed every time. Almost every time I've ever tried to learn, it always crashes over in the EU area. All right. Alien vessel has crashed down in the Calgary region of Canada. Right.
Greetings, Commander. I am pleased to report the Council has appointed you leader of our organization.
Yep.
I am Fiona Iowade.
And we'll stick with most of these. All right. She's our tutorial talky person. Okay, now I will show it. It can be it's a lot of numbers, and just everybody is here now. Yeah, it starts off October the 1st, 2022. Of course, we've got the Ukraine-Russian war going on. Now we'll just, because I'm going to go with the USA. But you can go with anybody. As you can see, they have different points. It'll show here, each cost against the cap is going to be 5.92 when it comes to the cost. And we can hold 144. That would be 5.9. You could say 6. I'm going to. So we've got that and that. And then once we did that, we would get, whatever they're producing, we start getting a cut. Let's see. We've got Kent, and we got our people here. We got Kent. Let's do this the easy way. Was it you? No, you. All right. These are people that are going to go and do stuff. We got Kent is a scientist. This is what they can do. Mission wise, and this is their stats to help this. All right. So his monthly income, because he's a scientist, he's going to be giving us research. It's actually a pretty good chunk of research just to start off with not owning anything. These over here, we could use money to buy these, and they will give us stuff. Each star is how many points it takes. He's got 3 points. The more admin, the more points. Or 15, whatever happens first. Either way, XP. Wow, you start out with a good amount of XP. All right, so you can advise, investigate alien activity, you can do control nations, espionage. All right, so you're pretty good. We're going to use you as persuasion for now. Let's see, advise. Counseling, just both. Oof, God, your persuasion is so bad. Let's go ahead and get some in there. Now, of course, they've got traits also that will come into veteran. So he's got 1 command, 1 security, plus 2% military science research. And with the research university, adds 10 more science, but he gets -1 command. He's allowed to advise because of that. Okay. Now the loyalty, you don't know at first how loyal people are of yours. It's like, well, we think he's a 5, so but we can investigate him, raise him, and stuff like that. Okay. Oh, we're going across the top just to money and our income. So we got a little bit of income coming in. Our monthly income is -2, so we're losing $2 a month. This is our influence. We've got actually a little coming in. It must be from the other guy, maybe. Yeah. ops. So whenever we do missions, we're gonna cost us points. We're gonna get that boost. You know, being able to launch stuff into space no matter where it goes, mission controls, science, and our points. And then this will be what we use to build stuff with, which most of it will just, you know, we'll want this in the plus. This is stuff we'll be getting from outer space, mining and whatnot. If we don't have it, then we will use, of course, boost, because we got to load her up and ship her up there until we can start getting it from space, like asteroid mining, moon mining, all that kind of fun stuff. All right, so we got that. Who's our other? We got a politician, Rajit Rai. He can defend interest, he can advise, control nation, public campaigning, very important. Increase public support for a nation, causes, yeah. So we want him persuasion, crackdown, purge, do a coup. What do you got? Anxious, suffers -1 loyalty every time a counselor from this faction is assassinated. Oh, I could see that being. Indulgent, spends a lot of money on personal gratification. Monthly income, that's okay. So he's losing us money. -4 loyalty when our money is 0 or less, because he can't do anything. Member of a recognized government with official status, grants access to orgs not available to other counselors. Ooh. Family ties will suffer a massive loss of loyalty if their home region is hit with a nuclear weapon. Okay, so don't nuke India. Well, then again, that's if their home region is hit. Okay, so hopefully no one's going to nuke India. Hopefully. +1 persuasion when he's in there. +1 security. All right, so if we were going after India, which is not a bad nation. Megastar, so it's going to be hard to hide him. But yeah, he's generating stuff. That's good. Liana always expresses a sunny outlook on events, regardless of the reality. Apparent loyalty is set to 25, but we don't know. All right, so we want, again, augment. I go first off with anybody very high persuasion, because we need places, because we need income. See, that's important. Let's just see what's in the pool this time. So we got a kingpin. Would be good if we were ready for espionage. We are not. Control nation, turn counselor, control space asset. No. Wow. Hard target. Government. Low profile. You're actually pretty good. I'd like to get you later, but I know that they're going to rotate through. So we got an operative. Yeah. All right. Surveillance, control nation, spire, no, crackdown, public campaign, turn council. Kind of like you. Journalist. Diplomat, control nation, turn counselor, control space asset. You don't actually, too bad. Public campaign, turn and inspire. You're ethical for a journalist. So no matter what, you're not allowed to assassinate. Agitate, +1 persuade nations where knowledge is 6 or less. +1 persuasion nations where I forget what that is. I think that's unity is 4 or less. Monthly income 3. All right, so you generate influence. Which, in all fairness, I'd rather have someone that generates ops, which is far and few between. But these will rotate out. All right, that's what we got to work with right now. And as you can see, we can go into here, public opinion, their democracy, strife, gross, what they create. If we had it, would get inequality, what, per capita, you know, all their stuff. And the more we have of this, the more options we get to do with the country. But from what I've seen, what I used to do when I was first learning is, you know, start hitting. It's like I went here. Let me get an example.
Standing by.
Yeah, say I want to do a control point. My persuasion is a 9. Popular support, you know, because we don't have it. Size of the nation's economy, that hurts. But if we have adjacent ones, that helps you. So you don't, I mean, you can, it makes it harder just to hit America. What you'll do is we'll hit Mexico and Canada, and then they'll hear rumors of, hey, you know, that group's, you know, that group's pretty cool, and it'll help us. But let's see, from what I've seen, the new start is to go into Kazakhstan because they're fairly easy and they have good science and boost for the early game. So you get them, and they're cheap. We had that, they're cheap. Like 10.65, where, you know, here 33.8. So let's grab this. Oh, we're gonna try to grab this. No. No, wait a minute. We got a really horrible people, don't we?
Reporting in.
Whoa. Hold on. Let me. You gotta be joking me. Control nation, advise. Okay, so you can public campaign.
Reporting in.
There we go. I fixed to say I didn't notice that for a second. Arrgh. Of course, you know, you've got this. Depending on the thing, you can throw money at it. This doubles every time. So 1, 10, 20, 40, 80, and it. But 82, I think that's good enough. So let's campaign there. We don't have anyone that gets really upset if we fail. Not go to ground. Oh, we'll let you investigate that
There now.
alien crash in Canada. Okay. Now here's the. I'll go ahead and scare you. Tech tree. Yeah. That's okay. Now there are these up here, global tech. All of us are going to be researching it. When it's finished, we all get it. I think sometimes it triggers other stuff too, like and procs, but I know the main thing is you want to be the leader of one finishing. Whoever has the highest contribution when it finishes, they get to pick the next thing. So we'll just say the servants. Say the servants finished We Are Not Alone with the highest percentage of contribution. Then they pick what research goes here next. And down here is pure us. What's research down here, the others don't touch. They do, but they got to do it themselves. This is for us. All right, so we're doing this right now to give us that. This one, pretty sure, point management. Yeah, and these three are repeatable. It's one of those, every time you do it, you know, you get those. Right now, we're going to do this one. This is one of increase the control point management cap by 5. So instead of 148, you know, we're going to go up. Let's go ahead and get that going. All right, global research Skywatch mission to space, which Of course, we want mission to space, but I'm not going to push any of that. Let's see, August 24th. Yeah, I'm going to let them do all that because, yeah, I want this, but I'm going to worry about ourselves first. We got all that locked in. Good. Oh, and just so you know, yeah, it isn't just, we'll eventually get to all of our solar system. Like we got Pluto here, and then we got the other large, you know, I forget what they classify, because, you know, since Pluto got declassified, what are they considered now? I know they have anything over a certain, you know, if it's this size or smaller, it's an asteroid, but after a while it gets its own definition, kind of like Pluto does. But yeah, we got all that, so yeah, we'll be pushing out eventually, hopefully, depending on how things go. Let's go, Rush. And before we end it, let me take another look. Persuasion. Because I really, really would like another. So you're in persuasion. Control nation. We've got her. And you can pay to remove this stuff too. And get more stuff. You're not allowed to inspire because you're a cynic. I do like the fact that you have public campaign. Because that's we need public campaign. Raya. Alright, so -2 persuasion if you go to Greece. And -1 security in Greece. One persuasion nations with knowledge 6 or less. It's one persuasion nations where the inequality is 3.5 or less. He's not allowed to set. I mean, I'd hate to spend almost all of our points early, but it is really, really nice to get one of those. And in all fairness, he would give us influence, so we'll get it back over time. Let's get him. So you. Oh yeah, you're not here yet. We'll have to wait. So let's unpause. Full speed ahead. Let time go zipping by.
We've moved the needle.
All right. So the resistance in Kazakhstan, our public support has changed by 8%. We're now at 10%. We're gonna, you can do continue and reassign them later. Just close this. It keeps the game paused. Repeat mission, but the game stays paused in case I want to do anything else real quick. And repeat and continue. So we're just gonna repeat and continue. All right. Select my management team. So how do I want to initially start setting up the resistance to run? We can set up mainly as lobbyists and influencers. Monthly influence income will increase by 3. Scientists and engineers. Our monthly research will increase by 15. I will gain 50 ops. Event unlocked select advisory team. Or we want finance investors. Resistance monthly money income increases by 10. Which is, yeah, we'll get there though as we get stuff. Science is always nice. Monthly influence is always not bad. Think about going by the scientist, but then again, I think we played the long game and try to get our research really popping. All right, the UN Security Council has met to discuss the alien arrivals. Unfortunately, the hope for a show of international unity did not materialize, with China, Russia, and the US accusing each other of hiding knowledge about the alien crash and preventing full access to the sites. We have an opportunity to shape events to our advantage, even make our case directly to the nations of the world. However, with the eyes on the world on these meetings, our counselors' risk exposure to our enemies is extremely high. All right, so we got the UN. Everyone's bickering. Well, the three powers, main powers, are bickering. Do we? Not do anything. We're just going to sit back, let them look like a bunch of argumentative ding-dongs. We get 30 ops. Or we can gain 25 opinion, 15 ops, and because we do that, because we quietly, wink, wink, nudge, nudge our contacts, we're going to a small public boost for the resistant around the whole world. But the other factions are going to learn a little bit about us. Or we can stand like, hey, this is who we are. This is what we, this is us. We get 50 influence, grants a public opinion boost for resistance around the world, and they know a great deal about us. We want to make it I'm going to make it easier. So I'm going to quietly steer things. All right. So because we did that, the humanity first now knows about us. This is the other one I'd be interested in trying out in the future. This is, if it ain't human, well, it's got to go. This is Rico. Good bug's a dead bug.
We believe we can join them as brothers and sisters.
All right, the Academy. They believe, if they see us inferior, they're going to conquer us, kill us, stomp all our, it's nothing. We're bugs. But if we can prove we're intelligent and have tech equal, or close to them, equal to them, no, they're going to see us as buddies in arms. All right, so the two that want the humanity first, I don't mind them. All right, so we got that. We've learned something useful. Investigating activity, Calgary, Canada. Thank you.
We have found something, Commander.
All right. Despite heavy security, we were able to get some surveillance records of the crash site and a small quantity of debris. We should have a project ready to research shortly. We got 20 influence and 20 science for doing that. All right. So we'll be able to search or research how to mess with alien signatures now. All right, the growing realization that we are not the sole sapient species in the universe is causing many to see their fellow humans in a new light. leading to hopes that we can overcome our capacity for strife to address the alien arrival